Brad Porter here with my weekly Sunday update. Super exciting time for Cobot. We're getting set up to move into a new space here, much bigger testing space. The I wanted to talk about why robotics programs uh, are so important, so transformative, but also so hard for enterprises to embrace. I posted something this week about how statistics are not good. Like 3 in 10 robotics programs succeed. Some people are like 3 in 10 is great. It's like no. At Amazon, when I took on our robotics program, we had over 60 initiatives going. The first thing I did is uh, shut down about 45 of those. And the reason was because we didn't have conviction about whether they could work or not. We were testing them. Now, the fascinating thing is every technology we tested at Amazon, every new robotics capability failed to meet Amazon standards. Amazon's huge, right? Like we had massive, super high safety standards, super high industrial reliability standards, super high ability to scale. We were building lots of buildings. Like we had extremely high standards, and nobody was able to meet them. Now, so you can say, well, we're just not going to automate, right? Well, that wasn't really an option. And so the realization, the recognition we had was that we're going to have to roll up our sleeves with these partners to help them bring their technology to the maturity that we needed at Amazon, right? That just holding an arbitrarily high bar, even if it was a completely reasonable high bar, was ultimately meaning that we didn't have solutions available to us. And when I think about hospitals, when I think about manufacturing, when I think about logistics, a lot of times the early solutions, if you just measure them against a yardstick, are not quite meeting the bar yet. And so, as we engage enterprises in our flywheel program, one of the things we talk about is what you want to do is pick those building blocks that you do believe can work, right? The building blocks that you think can be fundamental capabilities for you, whether they're pick and place robots or kitting or mobility solutions like Proxy Cobot. And Proxy Cobot's a very generally capable building block, and that was intentional. We wanted to have a building block that's going to work in a lot of different environments. But that's what we encourage enterprises to do, is pick those building blocks that you have conviction in, and know that you're going to have to roll up your sleeves with those partners, that not every technology is quite ready, is quite mature enough. But you're also going to have to roll up your sleeves on enterprise change management, on InfoSec approvals, on your approach to safety. And so you're going to have to partner with those vendors. And I think sometimes these days in software, people forget that 30 years ago you had to do the same thing in software. Like software solutions didn't come out of the box and just work. Now you just go to the web, you download something, you get a free trial. Product-led growth, you just swipe your credit card, and then all of a sudden, enough of you are using it that your finance gets involved. Like that's not how robotics adoption works, right? The way robotics adoption works is you find those vendors, those partners that you believe can make a material change to your business and can fundamentally change the economics of what you're trying to do, that will help you compete better, that will help you solve, labor staffing crises, that will help you drive quality. You find those building blocks that you think will work, and expect to roll up your sleeves with those partners and those vendors, and bring that robotic technology into the field. And that, at Amazon, by doing this, we ultimately had a greater than 90% success rate in getting our solutions through early field trials and into production. And we did it by being rigorous about the ROI, being rigorous about what we expected and what we needed, but we did it by rolling up our sleeves with those partners, recognizing that we were going to have to help, and that really part of what it was going to take, the journey, was finding those partners who were excited to go on the journey with you. And thankfully at Amazon, we found many of those. And thankfully at Cobot, we found many great customers excited to go on the journey with us as we look to bring, true robotic intelligence, physical AI into the world around us through proxy. So thank you, everyone. Hope you have a great Sunday.